Hey guys, welcome back to CA Dreams YouTube channel. I Soumya Agarwal am back with another chapter, and that is your chapter number 4 of auditing. Before this chapter I have given you 4 more chapters, and they are chapter number 1, 2, 3 and 11. So you may check the playlist section of this channel, and I will also provide you the link in the description box. You may go and check the detailed explanation of the chapters given there. And I hope this explanation is helping you all in your preparations, and please let me know through your comments that whether these are able to help you or not. Also, I have started one essay series in which I used to give you some essay numbers, and you have to write the essay names in the comment section. So I couldn't find sufficient comments regarding that, so please let me know that whether it is helping you or not, or unnecessarily I am including it in the video. Okay, so please let me know. In this video I am not giving any essay numbers, and let me wait for the comments, and if I will find that the students are getting helped with that essay series, then I'll start it again. Okay, that is not actually a series, but it was just that I used to give essay numbers, 4 5 essay numbers, and what you have to do is you just have to write its name without looking the answers into the book. Okay, so that was just to make you learn the essay numbers and essay names, and there was no explanation regarding those essays. So please let me know through your comments. Now, without wasting any time, let's get started with the chapter. So the chapter name is your risk assessment and internal control. So this chapter is basically divided into two parts. First is your risk assessment and second is your internal control. So this is all of which we are going to discuss. So starting with the topic number 1, that is your audit risk. Now if I ask you that what is risk, then what will be your answer? I don't think that most of the students know the actual meaning of risk. Means you know the meaning of risk, but I don't think that you are able to define risk. Can anyone define risk? I don't think. Well, let me tell you that what is the meaning of risk. Risk is the possibility of any negative outcome. Okay, suppose we invest in shares. Okay, or we invest in stock market, not shares, stock market. So what do you say? uh, investing in Investing in stock market may be risky. Now why is it risky? Because it may lead to a heavy loss. Okay, and if I say that I am able to gain much profit out of shares, like अगर मैं ये बोलती हूँ that I will gain much profit out of that investment, so will I say that there is a risk that I will able to gain more profit? No, the risk is for a negative outcome, the risk is for a loss. Okay, so that means that the possibility of any negative outcome means that I am estimating that if I will invest in the stock market, then it may lead to loss. Okay, have I calculated the possibility of profit? No. If I am calculating the possibility of profit, then it is not all at risk. Sorry, it is not risk. Okay, the risk is for a negative outcome only. Okay, like when you return after giving your papers, do you say ki there is a risk that I may pass? No, you always say that there is a risk that I may fail. Okay, so this you should keep in mind, that risk is for a negative outcome. So you may write here that what is risk. Risk is the possibility of negative outcome. So audit risk. Now let's study what is audit risk. So audit risk means the risk that the auditor gives an inappropriate audit opinion when the financial statements are materially misstated. Okay, so the auditor gives an inappropriate opinion. The auditor is expected to give opinion on the financial statements, that whether they represent a true and fair view of the financial statements or not. Children, I'm trying to use maximum English, as I get a lot of comments that please give the explanation in English. Please give the explanation in English. So please let me know that whether you are comfortable with this. I know I'm not that fluent in English, but I'm trying my best to make you understand through by using maximum English only. Okay, so please let me know that whether I could explain you properly or not. Okay, so moving back to the topic, audit risk means that risk that the auditor gives an inappropriate opinion. Now, remember the chapter number 1 definition. What does that say? Audit is an independent examination of financial information of any entity, whether profit oriented or not. And when such an examination is carried out in order to express an opinion thereon. Right. So, what is that opinion? That opinion is that whether the financial statements give a true or fair view or not. Right. So, here inappropriate opinion means that the financial statements are not giving true and fair view, but still what does the auditor say? The auditor says that these financial statements are giving true and fair view. Now here the point comes risk. Suppose the financial statements are not materially misstated. Okay, but the auditor is saying that the financial statements are materially misstated. So will this constitute an audit risk? No, this will not constitute an audit as audit risk, because audit risk is just a risk for a negative outcome. Let me explain you this point in Hindi, as those who are not able to understand, let me explain you again. See, in Hindi I am explaining. ऑडिट रिस्क क्या है? ऑडिट रिस्क वो रिस्क है कि ऑडिटर ने इनअप्रोप्रिएट ओपिनियन कब दी? जब फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड थे। मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड वो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स थे, उसके बाद में ऑडिटर ने क्या कह दिया कि ये फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स जो हैं ये मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड नहीं है। तो अगर वो मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड नहीं है, उसने अपनी ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में दे दिया, तो जो यूज़र्स होंगे उस रिपोर्ट के, वो तो उसकी डिसीजन के बेसिस पे इन्वेस्टमेंट कर देंगे, एंड उससे क्या होगा? उनको लॉस हो जाएगा। बट सपोज इफ़ वी मूव ऑन टू द अदर पार्ट कि फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स हमारे मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड नहीं हैं, ठीक है ना, एंड फिर भी ऑडिटर ने कह दिया कि फाइनेंशियल जो ये हैं फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स ये मटीरियल मिसस्टेटेड हैं, तो क्या कोई फ़र्क पड़ेगा यूज़र्स को? नहीं पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वो तो उसमें इन्वेस्ट करेंगे ही नहीं, बिकॉज ऑडिटर की क्या दिख रही है वहाँ पे? क्वालिफाइड ओपिनियन दिख रही है, ठीक है ना। लेट मी एक्सप्लेन यू दिस पॉइंट इन इंग्लिश अगेन. I was saying that if the financial statements are not materially misstated, but still the auditor is given an inappropriate opinion, that means he has said, he has given an qualified opinion that the financial statements are materially misstated. So will it affect the users of financial statements? Of course not. Will it affect the users of audit report? Of course not. Why? Because if they are saying that the auditor has given a negative opinion, qualified opinion, then will they invest in the company? Obviously not. Right. So the negative outcome occurs when the financial statements are materially misstated, but still the auditor is saying that they are not materially misstated. I hope you are able to differentiate between the two, and I will repeat this point when this will come. Okay, so let's read out with the content. Audit risk means that the risk that the auditor gives an inappropriate opinion when the financial statements are materially misstated. Thus, it is the risk that the auditor may fail to express an appropriate opinion in an audit assignment. Also, another keyword for this this definition is that financial statements are materially misstated. I always say that whenever the word misstatement will come, materially must come, as the auditor is concerned with only the material misstatements. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So thus, it is the risk that the auditor may fail to express an appropriate opinion. I guess you are clear with this point. Now, audit risk is a function of risk of material misstatement and detection risk. So, audit risk is actually a function of these two, means risk of material misstatement and detection risk. So these it is basically a function of this two. Now, what are the components of risk of material misstatement? Don't get confused. The detection risk and risk of material misstatement are the functions of audit risk, but inherent risk and control risk are the components of risk of material misstatement. Okay, so it is basically the sub part, and these are the two parts for audit risk. So audit risk is made up of these two: risk of material misstatement and detection risk. So note number one: risk of material misstatement may be defined as the risk that the financial statements are materially misstated prior to the audit. So it is saying कि what is risk of material misstatement? It is the risk that जो financial statements हैं they are materially misstated audit से पहले, okay, prior to the audit. This consists of two components described as the following at the assertion level. So the components of risk of material misstatement are the components of risk of material misstatement are the components of risk of material misstatement are inherent risk and control risk, and the functions of audit risk are risk of material misstatement and detection risk. I hope I am clear with this. Okay, so moving on to the components of risk of material misstatement: inherent and control risk. Now let's first discuss inherent risk. Okay, now you must have seen that most of the relatives or the people you meet, what do they say? That you look like your father, you look like your mother, or your eyes, your features are similar to your father or mother or anyone else. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that the features, the qualities, these are already inherited in you. Okay, is the shape of your face or the shape of your eyes, is it in your control? No, it is inherited in you. Okay, people say that you are like your mother, the qualities like your mother does, you also do in the same way. So what does that mean? That all those qualities are already inherited in you. Okay, they are inbuilt in you. इनहेरेंट का रिस्क हिंदी में ये है कि जो उसमें पहले से ही है, ठीक है, उसके अंदर वो पहले से ही है. जैसे आप लोग को बोला जाता है कि आप अपनी मम्मा की तरह हो, आप अपने पापा की तरह हो, या ये आप अपनी मम्मा की तरह ही कर रहे हो बिल्कुल, तो वो सब आप में क्या है, वो इनहेरिटेड है, ठीक है ना. सो दैट इज़ ऑलरेडी इनबिल्ट इन यू, वो किसी एक्सटर्नल फोर्स से आप में नहीं आया है. So inherent risk, the susceptibility of an assertion about a class of transactions, account balance, or disclosure to a misstatement that could be material either individually or when aggregated with other misstatements before consideration of any related controls. So that means the chances of any assertions are basically of three categories: classes of transactions, account balance, and disclosure. This you all must be knowing, right? We have already discussed in it this in your chapter number 3. Okay, so the chances that the classes of transactions, account balance, and disclosure to a misstatement that could be material either individually or when aggregated with other misstatement before consideration of related controls. Inherent risk is basically that risk which is already inbuilt in the organization, in the company, and we haven't put any controls yet, but before putting any controls it is already inherited in the company. So that means that the susceptibility that any assertion, ठीक है, any assertion to a misstatement, that there might be a misstatement that could be material either individually or in aggregate, that material misstatement could be there in the organization before putting any controls. Let me explain you this in Hindi. वो रिस्क जो बिना किसी कंट्रोल के पहले से ही कंपनी के अंदर है, आपने अभी तक कंट्रोल्स नहीं लगाए हैं, बट आपने कंट्रोल्स लगाने से पहले ही आप ये देख रहे हैं कि जो मिस स्टेटमेंट है ना, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मटीरियल है, ठीक है. सो दैट इज़ योर इनहेरेंट रिस्क. Now, what is control risk? The risk that a misstatement that could occur in an assertion about a class of transactions, account balance, or disclosure, and that could be material, either individually or when aggregated with other misstatement, will not be prevented, detected, and corrected on a timely basis by the entity's internal control. Now, this was prior to the controls. Okay. Now, what is this control risk? Is after putting the controls. So the risk that the misstatement could occur in an assertion and that could be material either individually or when aggregated. This is the same as above, but will not be prevented, detected, or corrected on a timely basis on entity's internal control. This means that even after putting internal controls, this misstatement could not be prevented, detected, and corrected. Okay, so that risk that risk, that internal controls can also not prevent, detect and correct that misstatement is your control risk. So please don't get confused. This was before the controls and this is after the controls. Let me explain you this in Hindi, and please let me know through the feedback, through the comment section, your feedback, as I'm trying my best to explain you this in English and Hindi both. And it is really difficult, it is a task for me, but I'm trying my best, so please let me know that whether I'm successful or not. Okay. सो कंट्रोल रिस्क, व्हाट इज़ कंट्रोल रिस्क? कंट्रोल रिस्क क्या है? जैसे अभी तक हम लोगों ने ये डिस्कस किया था कि कंट्रोल्स लगे नहीं थे कंपनी में, वो ऑलरेडी इनहेरेंटेड थी, बट अब हमने कंट्रोल्स लगा दिए, लेकिन कंट्रोल्स लगाने के बाद में भी जो रिस्क है ना, वो रिस्क ना तो आप प्रिवेंट कर पा रहे हो या डिटेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो या करेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो। कंट्रोल्स लगाने के बाद में भी मतलब आपके कंट्रोल्स भी फेल हो जा रहे हैं, ठीक है ना। सो वो जो रिस्क है जो कंट्रोल्स से भी नहीं बच रही है, दैट इज़ योर कंट्रोल रिस्क, ठीक है। इट इज़ प्रीटी सिंपल। Okay, now moving on to the next note. Note 2, misstatement. What is misstatement? So misstatements refers to a difference between amount, classification, presentation or disclosure of a reported financial statement item and the amount, classification, presentation, disclosure that is required for the item to be in accordance with the AFRF, that is your applicable financial reporting framework. That means it is the difference. It is the difference between the amount, classification, presentation and disclosure of a reported financial statement item and the amount, classification, presentation or disclosure that was required as per the applicable financial reporting framework. Matlab that is reported and that was required to be reported. The difference between the two is your misstatement. So misstatement can arise from fraud or error. Okay, let me tell you this through a funny example in Hindi. Your mother tells you, आपकी मम्मा बोलती हैं that go and bring some पुदीना from the market, but what you do, you bring some dhania. Okay, so the difference between the two is your misstatement. She required dhania, sorry, pudina, but what did you brought? You brought dhania. So the difference is your material misstatement. Okay, so misstatement can arise from error or fraud. मतलब आप गलती से भी आप ला सकते हो एंड फ्रॉड जानबूझ के भी आप ये गलती कर सकते हो. सो डू नॉट रिलेटेड, इट इज़ अ वेग एग्जाम्पल, आई नो दैट, बट जस्ट सो दैट आपको ये याद रहे, just to make you remember this point, I just have used this example. Okay, so that was required and that is reported. So the difference between the two is your misstatement. Okay, and this can arise either intentionally or unintentionally. That means if it is unintentional then it is from error, and if it is intentional then it is fraud. Now, assessment of risk, matter of professional judgment. The assessment of risk is based on audit procedures to obtain information necessary for that practice and evidence obtained throughout the audit. Now, what they are saying that the auditor is supposed to assess the risk, because if you will not assess the risk properly, then will you be able to give sufficient and appropriate audit evidence? Will you be able to obtain, and will you be able to express a proper opinion? Obviously not. So that is why you need to assess the risk properly. So the assessment of risk is based on audit procedures to obtain information necessary for that purpose and evidence obtained throughout the audit. So the assessment is based on, ये जो assessment है risk करने का जो तरीका है, that is based on your audit procedures to obtain. That means which audit procedures are you using to obtain information. Okay, you are using external source, you are going to internal source. So कहाँ से आप लोग वो सारी information को obtain कर रहे हो, and क्या आप evidence obtain कर रहे हो throughout the audit. So in that way you will be able to assess the risk. Okay, so the assessment of risk is a matter of professional judgment rather than a matter of capable of precise measurement. That means it is a matter of professional judgment and the auditor is supposed to assess the audit risk in the best possible manner. What is not included in the audit risk? Now here comes the point which I discussed in the first line. So audit risk does not include the risk that the auditor might express an opinion that the financial statements are materially misstated when they are not. This risk is ordinarily insignificant. मतलब कि the auditor has, the financial statements are materially misstated, not materially misstated, but still the auditor is saying that the financial statements are materially misstated. ठीक है ना. Now suppose let me give you an example for this. Suppose what should I say, कुछ डेंजर रूम टाइप का है, ठीक है. डेंजर रूम, यू मस्ट हैव सीन सम डेंजर रूम्स, कुछ ऐसे होते हैं डेंजर रूम टाइप के, उस पर डेंजर का कुछ वो बना होता है, ठीक है ना. तो अगर वहाँ कुछ खतरा नहीं है, ठीक है, वहाँ कुछ खतरा नहीं है, बट स्टिल उस पर इतना बड़ा सा साइन बना है और वो स्केलेटन्स वगैरह बहुत डरावने डरावने उन्होंने गेट पर लगा दिए हैं, एंड उसके अंदर कुछ नहीं है, बस ऐसे ही वो डराने के लिए उस पे ऐसे ही वो बना दिया है, तो क्या आप उसके अंदर जाओगे? नहीं जाओगे. उससे आपको कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आप वैसे भी नहीं जाओगे जब इतना बड़ा आप वहाँ खतरे वाला साइन देखोगे, ठीक है ना. डेंजर वाला जब आप साइन देखोगे तो आप वहाँ जाओगे ही नहीं, तो उससे क्या आपको कोई नुकसान हुआ? नहीं. तो इसी तरह से फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड नहीं है, बट ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में लंबा लंबा उन्होंने बड़ा बड़ा लिख दिया कि मटीरियली मिसस्टेटेड है. तो क्या कोई इन्वेस्टर इन्वेस्ट करेगा? विल एनी इन्वेस्टर इन्वेस्ट इन द कंपनी if you will see that the auditor is saying that the financial statements are materially misstated? No. And what is risk? Risk is the possibility of negative outcome. So that is why the risk is only includes that inappropriate opinion, the auditor expresses an inappropriate opinion when they are materially misstated and the auditor is saying that they are not materially misstated. But for the vice versa, it is not included in audit risk. एक बार मैं फिर से बोल देती हूँ कि ऑडिट रिस्क में कौन सा आएगा? ऑडिट रिस्क में सिर्फ नेगेटिव आउटकम आएगा, एंड वो तो तभी आएगा ना, सपोज इस रूम में कुछ भी साइन नहीं बना है एंड अंदर खतरा है एंड आप तब चले जाओगे, तब तो आपको लॉस होगा ना. तो इसी तरह से फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स मिसस्टेटेड हैं एंड उसके बाद भी अगर ऑडिटर कह दे रहा है कि मिसस्टेटेड नहीं है, तो इन्वेस्टर तो इन्वेस्ट कर देगा, फिर क्या होगा? उसको लॉस हो जाएगा. सो दैट इज़ वाई सिर्फ वही पार्ट हमारा ऑडिट रिस्क में आता है एंड ये पार्ट हमारा ऑडिट रिस्क में नहीं आता है. सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर, दिस कैन कन्फ्यूज़ यू इन योर MCQs. सो प्लीज़ स्टार मार्क दिस पॉइंट. I hope I am clear till here. Okay, this topic is slightly bigger. Further, audit risk is a technical term related to the process of auditing. It does not refer to the auditor's business risk such as loss from litigation, adverse publicity, or other events arising in connection with the audit of financial statements. Audit risk is a technical term and it is only related to the process of auditing. Okay, it does not refer to the audit business risk. Auditor's business risk से इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. It includes only the risk that is involved in the process of auditing. Okay, it does not include the business risk. So this is also a star mark point. What is not included in the audit risk? So it does not refer to the auditor's business risk such as loss from mitigation, adverse publicity, and all these. These are not your audit risk. Okay, these are the risk to the company, but these are not the audit risk. Okay, now risk of material misstatement at two levels, at overall financial level and at the assertion level. So the risk of material misstatement, that is your IR and CR, is at two levels, overall financial level and assertion level. So risk of material misstatement at the overall financial level refers to the risk of material misstatement that relate pervasively to the financial statements as a whole and potentially affect the many assertions. So risk of material misstatement can be at two levels. Okay, first level is that whole of the financial statements are affected due to that risk of material misstatement. Means पूरा का पूरा जो financial statements है वो उससे affect हो रहा है. And assertion level means एक पर्टिकुलर assertion ही affect हो रही है. So risk of material misstatement at the assertion level are assessed in order to determine the nature, timing, and extent of further audit procedure necessary to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. This evidence enables the auditor to express an opinion on the financial statements at an acceptably low level of audit risk. Means a whole of the financial statements are not materially misstated, but जो कुछ रिस्क है वो लाइक देर आर रिस्क ऑन misstatements on in some classes of transactions or in some account balances. तो ये पूरे financial statement पे नहीं है, ठीक है ना, but it is at some assertion level. Risk of material misstatement at the assertion level are assessed in order to determine the nature, timing and extent of further audit procedures. तो उससे क्या होता है ना, you can डिटरमाइन द नेचर, टाइमिंग, एक्सटेंट कि आपको फर्दर ऑडिट प्रोसीजर क्या करना है. मीन्स अगर आपको एक पर्टिकुलर रिजर्वेशन में इफ़ यू फाइंड सम रिस्क ऑन अ पर्टिकुलर रिजर्वेशन, सो व्हाट विल यू डू? यू विल plan some further audit procedures to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence regarding that particular misstatement, okay, that particular risk of material misstatement. So this evidence enables the auditor, and if the auditor obtains that evidence, then he is able to express an proper opinion of the financial statements at an acceptably low level of audit risk. So by lowering the level of audit risk, he may be able to give proper audit opinion if he performs the assessment of risk and then he performs the audit procedures well. Okay. Now, what are the components of risk of material misstatement, IR and CR? So the detailed discussion is given. So I'm ending this video here only, and I'm giving you one day to read out this, and also let me know that whether this mixture of Hindi explanation and English explanation is helping you or not. Okay, I know I may not be that fluent in English, but still I'm trying my best to explain you in the best possible way. My throat is paining, so that is why I will not be able to explain you more, and we will continue from here in the next video. Okay, so I'm giving you one day time, and please let me know through the comments that whether I was able to explain you or not. Okay, so I'm ending this video here, and please like the video if you really understood this, and keep supporting. Thank you so much.